Hey friend, my name is Kristin Latimer. I'm a covenant life coach and I'm also a homeschool mom. And this week I've been excited and honored to share with you guys just some tips and some strategies to help equip you to go into this new school year with a better mindset, more encouraged, and with some tools that will help you throughout the year. So I'm excited to talk about this subject today. Actually, I've been putting it off a little bit. But I am really excited to share with you on this topic of perfectionism, and that's probably because it has been a struggle of mine as well. So today I wanted to talk about what to do if you have a child that struggles with perfectionism, especially if you're homeschooling and you're trying to teach them something and they just get so frustrated and just break down in tears. I can speak because I have a child like this. It can get really frustrating and get really hard. It's like, I don't know how to teach them. How can I show them that they don't have to be perfect, that, we just want them to keep trying. And so I want to give you some strategies today, some thoughts to take with you if you've got a child that struggles with perfectionism. It's really hard on themselves when it comes to teaching. So first of all, kind of think about this situation. Think about, okay, what environment are we in when this is happening? And maybe sitting down, maybe there's a certain subject that, does this happen in one particular subject? Does this happen in one particular time of day? Just get really curious on, when does the breakdown happen? When does this frustration happen? Is it, with every subject? Is it that they feel like they have to get everything perfect? Or is there, some things they feel really good about? Or is there something that they feel is more of a struggle, and that's where that kind of flares up? So just get curious, get kind of aware of when this is happening. And pay attention to kind of what they're saying. What words are they speaking over themselves? I know in our example, when my child gets really frustrated, be like, I can't do this. I'm not smart. And, the Bible tells us our words have power. They have the power of life and death. So if you hear your child say that, I'm not smart, I'm dumb, this is so hard, encourage them to say, okay, I understand you're feeling frustrated. What can we say about ourselves instead? How can we speak life over ourselves? And so with my child, I'm like, okay, instead of saying I'm not smart, I can't do this, let's say, I am smart and I am learning. And sometimes he doesn't want to repeat that, but to just encourage them, say it with them. Maybe even say that before you even start your schoolwork for the day, kind of like an affirmation that I'm smart and I am learning. And even if things seem difficult, just holding that thought that they are smart and they are learning. Encourage you, and you may come up with another affirmation that they can say, but just words that speak life over them instead of the condemnation that they may feel, or the discouragement. Just words that speak life to them, and speaking that to them as well so they hear it. Another encouragement I would give you is to praise the progress, not the result. And a lot of this we're going to go internal in a minute too, but think about throughout the day, or during the week, what do you find yourself saying as a parent to them? Are we always praising the result, like, you won that award, you finished, or think about, are we praising the result or the process or the progress? And did they learn, and did we learn? Is that what we learned, that our accomplishment is what gets the praise? Or is it actually the process of learning, of growing, of trying that gets the praise? So kind of pay attention throughout the day. Is, what am I offering praise for? It's like, oh, you got that math question correct. Good job. And so when our kids hear that a lot, even if we may do it subconsciously, we may not even realize that's what we're praising a lot of. But if that's what they're used to hearing, it's like, oh, it's only good if I get this right, and not because I just tried. So pay attention as the parent to what you're praising, and say, I'm so proud of you that you kept trying on this math problem. And it's okay that it didn't get the right answer, but that you're growing, you're learning how to do it, and I'm so proud of you for that. And I'm proud of you that you kept trying and that you didn't give up. So just pay attention to your own words as well, like not when it comes to school, but think about praising that process of learning, because that's our ultimate goal, right? Is to not fill their brains with a bunch of facts, like I talked before in a previous video. Like when we're teaching them, we're not filling up a bucket, we're lighting a fire. And we want them to have this love of learning, this desire to grow and to learn and to know how to learn for themselves. And so it's not about if they get the right answer. What if it's about them, they keep going, that character that they're building, that they keep trying even when something's hard, and they don't give up, and praising that, praising those characteristics that we want to see in them, not just that they got the right answer on the first try, but that they kept trying even when it was difficult. Another thing I would recommend, another strategy, is celebrate the small wins. It could be if they're struggling with reading, like celebrate, when they have those small wins, like that sentence you were able to read, you were learning so well. And they may not have read the whole book, but celebrate with them the small wins that they do. And so finally, I want you to kind of look internal and think about, okay, am I a perfectionist? Is if my child is struggling with this, what does it mean? What does that behavior mean to me? What does it mean about me? And are we making it mean something? So it's like, if my child is struggling with this, does that mean that I'm not a good teacher? Does that mean that I can't teach them? That I can't do it perfectly? Is it, kind of take a look, is perfection something that you struggle with as well? And I know that for me, that is something that I have struggled with and had to work on and grow in, and realize that yes, I would get so upset if I didn't get the answer exactly right on the first try, or if I had to work at something, I would really condemn myself. And is that something that I've passed on to my kids? It's just kind of be aware about what your own thoughts and feelings are, and how their struggle may affect me. Like, am I feeling like I'm not a good enough teacher? So I encourage you, if you have those thoughts, those frustrations, like I can't do this is so hard, I encourage you to also speak those words of life over yourself, and how God placed you. He gave you these children to train up, and He entrusted you with them. And just take that, that blessing, and say, I am a teacher. God made me their teacher, and I can teach them, and I can help them grow, and I can help them learn. And it doesn't have to look perfect. Give yourself grace too, and speak those words of life over yourself. Praise the process, the process of each day. Not that, do you put a lot of pressure on yourself, like we have to get one lesson in each subject done per day, and if it doesn't get done, do we have that condemnation on ourselves? And like, what if it's not the result that gets the praise for us? What if it's the process? It's like, we spent time learning today, and yeah, it looked a little different today. It wasn't the checking off all the boxes, but we spent time learning today. And think of things that could kind of take that pressure off of you, but also celebrate what you are doing, and celebrate those small wins. So I hope that kind of gave you some insight and some encouragement today. Being a perfectionist and having a child that is a perfectionist, it can feel like a struggle. It can feel difficult, but I encourage you just to lift them up in the process, to celebrate small wins, to celebrate their effort. And I celebrate your effort and how you don't give up. And so I don't know if you have anyone that tells you that, but you are so awesome to be a mom and to teach them. And even if you don't homeschool, you're still teaching your children, and you're doing an awesome job. So just keep going, and I celebrate with you. You haven't given up. You haven't given your children away. You are still showing up as a mom. And so you're doing awesome. And I celebrate every small win. And I just encourage you to keep going. And I hope you have an awesome school year. And if you have any questions or would like some more help or information, I'll leave my email in the description. You can just reach out to me. So I'd love to help you and talk with you. So I hope you guys have an awesome week and weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.